Yo, let's talk about something fascinating. As most of you may know, um, recently Blizzard decided to remaster a bunch of Diablo games. This includes Diablo 2, which they fancily call Diablo 2 Resurrected. And obviously, in one of the late nights, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's download this, let's give this a try. And I played it for a bit, and the way the interfaces and the way that everything was brought back a core memory from childhood, which, I mean, if I, being a Sri Lankan with no internet, had this, there's a small, slight, yet there's still a non-zero chance that you guys probably had the same core memory as well. So, who here remembers Wildtangent games? I'm pretty sure most people would consider Fate to be, baby's first Diablo, because this is a dungeon crawler that is so easily accessible. And the best part is most Sri Lankans who encountered this probably encountered this in the form of a trial disc that came with gigabyte motherboards back in the day. A trial disc which included Wildtangent games, like the launcher, and like 3 trial games that came along with it. If I remember, one of them was like White Polar Bear Bowling, and there was one other game which is about breaking blocks, and the third one, the best one, was Fate. And the coolest thing about this is the fact that it is ahead of its time in the sense that it's pretty much unlimited as long as you keep playing and you keep finding higher level items. You keep going deep and deep and deep into the dungeons. If I remember correctly, every 10 levels you can portal back to town, so what you have. This was my first Diablo, Fate. And if I remember correctly, Fate later came out with a second and a third game, but nothing beats the charm of the first game. And if you have the same core memory as me, I highly suggest going back, because to this day the game is very playable, very fun, and just overall a blast of a time. And if hearing all of this makes you want to go back to dungeon crawlers and try it out, sure, you can go back to Blizzard's Diablo 2 or whatever remake, or maybe pay a fuck ton of money to Blizzard in order to play Diablo 4, or simply you take a deep dive back into the original 3 Fate games and relive something that is so fantastic, but sadly not that well known. I mean, this is my recommendation if you are into dungeon crawlers, and if you haven't tried it, you absolutely fucking should. This is the start of what I hope would be a series of midnight rambles of random gaming thoughts that come to mind. And I really need to get a tripod to make this work better, which I will sort out in the future. But for now, that's what it is.